What's up, YouTube? Good morning. So today, I just got done doing my morning hike. It was amazing over here in Mount Rubidoux, beautiful Riverside, California, and I crushed that frog. But I wanted to reach out to you guys because I've had so many questions in regards to the Great Gamboa morning routine, and I specialize in sales, marketing. I help out people all over the world throughout all walks of life. And I am a car guy. I'm in the car business. Been in the car business 21 years plus. But I've been in sales, marketing. Most of all, I'm in the people business. So that's what I do. Okay. And so I've had some people reach out and they're like, "Hey man, you gotta talk to me about your morning routine, the Great Gamboa morning routine." So YouTube, here's this one's for you. Okay. So, the great morning routine. When I wake up, my beautiful little eyes, and I see unicorns and rainbows and stuff like that. The first thing I do is I do not touch my phone for a half hour, 30 minutes. There's a couple reasons of why I don't touch my phone. Number one, I believe today that we're in a society of digital society, and so people right away when they wake up, they're like, they reach over for their phone, and I believe that that's bad for us. That cannot be healthy. That cannot be healthy. So what I do is my commitment is number one. I give grace. I give thanks. Thank you for my home. Thank you for clothes over on my back. Thank you for food in my belly. Thank you for my career. Thank you for thank you for the nose. I welcome the nose. The nose, whole other class. Actually holding a lecture about that here in a few days. But thank you for strife. Thank you for obstacles. Thank you for being uncomfortable, because you only grow when you're uncomfortable. You don't grow when you're uncomfortable. I give thanks. I'm religious, so I give thanks to our Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. And if you're religious, that's what you do. If you're not religious and you believe in karma, that's what you do. You give the world thanks. Thank you for oxygen. Literally, I mean, little things like that. Thank you for me having the ability to make my bed. Thank you for my car. Thank you for my job. Thank you for my manager, whether you like him or her or not, because they're only trying to grow you. Thank you for my parents. Thank you for give grace for 5 minutes. Just do that. Okay. And then what you do, you splash some water in your face. That's what I do. And I start getting ready for the day. I immediately give my wife a kiss and a hug, and all my kids, that's important. So my kids and my family are more important than my phone. Okay. So I do that. Then I go downstairs. Sometimes I have coffee or not, but I read 10 pages of a good book a day. So here's the deal. When you're reading and you're doing this morning routine consistently, and you're reading your book, 10 pages of a good book a day. In this case, right now, I'm reading 4 books. I have Power by Anthony Robbins, The Slight Edge, Jeff Olson, 1 Minute Manager, and there's another one. But Brian Tracy. So when you're reading, if you're in the sales world, real estate, marketing, car business, shout out to my car people, network marketing. By the way, network marketers, let me tell you something. Network marketers, you guys don't get the love you deserve. And I don't know why, but if you've ever been around a network marketer, they're always so positive. They're always smiling, always happy. If you've never been a part of network marketing, you need to get involved like ASAP. Anyways, shout out to my network marketers. If you have a small business, I specialize with that. DM me, my small business search. I got, like, if you want to start a new business, shout out to me for sure. So if you're in those worlds, and by the way, if you're in customer service, you are in sales, okay? Because you're selling yourself. So if you do all of that and you're reading, certain things are going to come out at you. They're going to pop, right? And here's what I do. So what I do, my daughter now, she reads with me because she's always curious about what I'm doing. She's like, "Daddy, what are you doing?" And I explain to her When your kids are asking you, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got to take the time to explain to them. Don't just brush them off. And I explained to her, I'm reading 10 pages of a good book a day because, hey, listen, my morning routine is what's going to set the course for my day. Am I going to be as effective when I don't do my morning routine and I sleep in? Probably not. Okay, so I'm reading. In this case, I always have this guy next to me, right? My pen and my marker. Here's the deal. These notes right here, just so you guys could take a look. There you go. A few more seconds. These notes right here. So what I do with these notes is I got, in this case, this is from Anthony Robbins' book. So believe attitude, good attitude equals potential, which equals action, which equals results, right? How Tony Robbins always says, massive action, say I. I love that guy. Excuse me. So what I do is, this is basically his step process to having a great day and having a good positive attitude when you show up. I use the 5-foot rule. If someone's within 5 feet of you, like right now when I'm hiking, I say hello. I'm a big guy and some people think I'm a little bit intimidating. So, that kind of breaks the ice a little bit and breaks that wall a little bit. And I'm in sales marketing. Above all, I've been in the people business for 25 plus years. So, I think I was in the people business by the time I was born. So, but anyways, yeah, you say hi, say hello, hi. And, positive attitude with a smile, right? You're gonna have the naysayers. You're gonna get those that are gonna get in the way, and you want to have a good positive attitude. So that stuck out to me when I was reading my book, and I write it down. So back to reading your book is, why do you write it down? So like I explained to my daughter Harlow, Tess, I said, Harlow, have you ever watched say you're watching TV, or you're hanging around with friends or family, you're in the car, right? You see billboards of a movie, Godzilla. Let's say Godzilla, right? Next thing you know, you're watching TV, you're about to wind down, go to bed, Godzilla preview, right? What does that do? That's burned into your subconscious, right? Because what they want you to do is they want you to think about it until you finally go to the theaters and you pay to watch the movie. Boom, they did their job. So what I do is when I'm reading my book, 10 pages of a good book a day, is I write my notes down, because what I'm doing is I'm branding this into my head, right? And that's all this positive information, all this positive data that you're branding into your head. And that's why I take notes throughout the day. The other thing that I do, I got like 18 of these legal pads. Throughout the day, if somebody says something good, I immediately write it down. I mean, sometimes I say something good and I'm like, ooh, that's a good one, and I write it down, right? So because again, I want to brand as much positive data into my subconscious, to my brain, and knowledge. Nothing's more powerful than knowledge, but then you got to put the knowledge into action. That's another class. So what I do is I'm in today's world, people have if people don't converse as much, they're not communicating to each other as much. So, and if there's a word that I don't understand as I'm reading, like I tell my daughter, Harlow Tess, write it down and then look up the definition later on. I want you to imagine something. What I'm talking about right now, can you imagine if you were to do this, say, 2 times a week over just 1 time in a year? Because what's the one part of the year where people are like, oh, I'm going to go set? New Year's. And 80% of those people don't even do it that 1 time. So you're telling me that 80% of the people don't even go set 1 time a year. So based on those numbers, what if you were to just do this twice a week? How would that change your life? Now, if you were to do this every morning, 7 times a week, how would that impact your life? Game changer. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. If you're a millionaire already, a billionaire, I'm not a billionaire, so I'm nowhere near that. I'm not even going to claim that. But how would that impact your life? Warren Buffett. Boom, right? Let's talk about my boy Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway bought out the old company I was with. Amazing guy. Wow, if I could meet him. But anyways, they asked him, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? He said, read faster. Right? I mean, wow. You want to talk about modeling? I have a whole class and segment on modeling and what that is. I want to model this guy. This is the guy I want to model above everything else. But that's part of my morning routine right there. Writing down, I'm doing my goals, I'm reading, and I get to it, right? I crush that frog. Throughout the day, what I also do is right after that, I go into goal setting. What are my goals for today? What am I trying to accomplish? And it could be something silly like clean the garage, but as soon as you get back to your pad, you're like, because I think like at least 25, 30 times a day we're like, what was I going to say? Or when you're like, what was I going to do? Right? So those are those moments where when you catch yourself and you're like, go to your legal pad. Boom, just go to your legal pad. Because it could be, I'm telling you, man, it could be something as simple as like when you go to Target, pick up gel. It could be something simple as that. But, also have some big things in there for your personal development, as far as like, hey, read a book, right? Reach out to somebody positive, right? Reach out to your mentor. Have a mentor. Again, that's a whole other class, but have a mentor. Super important, because that's the guy or girl that's going to whip you into shape when you start having a little bit of doubt. And sometimes you need that, how we say in Spanish, cachetada, you need that motivation. So, so that's part of the morning routine, by the way. Okay. That's part of the morning routine. Within that is about an hour and a half, my routine. And within that, I make time for my wife. Super important, because my relationship is important to me. Right? If it's important, I write it down. I spend about half hour with my kids, whether it's pillow fighting, reading a book, throwing them on the couch, on the beanbag, whatever it is. I dedicate. Why do I do that? Because it's important to me, right? Why do I do personal development? Because it's important for me to personally develop myself. Not only for myself, but I have a family that depends on me. I got family members and friends that depend on me. I got clients that depend on me. And, but most of all, really it started with me doing it for myself. So that's part of the morning routine. I hope this was helpful. Okay. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And also don't forget to like this page, because this page has some other videos of a small business that I own. It's a dry wash company here in Riverside, California. And I started with that company using my steps, right? We're not talking about that right now, though, because I have a couple other companies. And one thing that I mean, like all the time I'm getting, Chris, talk to me about your morning routine. Chris, talk to me about modeling. Chris, talk to me about, your secrets to success. Chris, talk to me about how I can make 6 figures within a year. By the way, I'm not going to promise you some drop shipping and online e-commerce thing that's going to make you a multi-millionaire. That I'm not going to promise, okay? Because do I have clients that are millionaires? Yes, absolutely I do. Is everyone going to turn millionaire? No, but I will promise this. I bet you I could take you to 6 figures. I bet that 100% with confidence, I could do that for you. If you're making 25, 30,000 a year, I will take you to 6 figures. When you think six figures, most people think 100 grand, that's good dough, right? If you're making 100 grand a year, you're doing something good for yourself. 6 figures can start with a 2 or a 1 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5 or a 6 or a 7 or an 8 or a 9. Just, remember that. So I am 100% confident. Click like, hit subscribe. I'm gonna hit you guys with more videos, more knowledge, and also follow me at Christopher _2_ Gamboa. That's GAMBOA on my Instagram, and I'm consistently posting on IG, and that's where you can find me. But also DM me, and if you have any questions, hit me with some questions, because I would love to answer them. Again, you guys have a blessed day. Go crush.